Heart-pounding moments are great, but it's the iconic moments that are truly few and far between. We've taken a multitude of factors into consideration when choosing these moments. Not only did the moment have to display a tremendous amount of skill, but we also took into account the effect that it had on the game, the fan base, and the scene as a whole. These are the moments that are synonymous with professional League of Legends. These are the moments we will never, ever forget. I'm Landovva, and this is TNP Gaming's Top 10 Most Iconic Moments in League of Legends History. Number 10. IPL 4 and IPL 5. Two tournaments like no other. IPL 4 and IPL 5 are widely regarded as the two most influential and important tournaments in League of Legends pre-LCS history. IPL 4 is most remembered for putting League of Legends on the map as a competitive esport due to the record-setting viewership the tournament received. IPL 5 is to this day considered to quite possibly be the greatest tournament of the game's history. Featuring top teams from every region in their prime, IPL 5 had an amazing group stage, thrilling playoffs, and breathtaking finals, ending with Messiah leading World Elite to a 3-1 victory over Fnatic. Number 9. SK Telecom T1K and the perfect season. Never before SK Telecom T1K had there been such a dominant team in the League of Legends professional scene. Fresh off their dominating Season 3 World Championship, they came into the Pandora TV Champions Winter 2013 at their peak and did the seemingly impossible, becoming the first and only team in Champions history to achieve a perfect season. 2-0s over Team NB, SK Telecom T1S, and CJ Entus Blades in the group stage, combined with 3-0s against Samsung Blue, KT Rolster Bullets, and Samsung Ozone, gave them an astounding 15-0 record as they cruised to first place. During this time period, SKT was undeniably the strongest team in the world, and it could be argued that compared to the top team in any meta, they were quite simply the best to ever play the game.
Mata helping out a little bit there as well, but that is it. They're turning onto the Nexus, and SK Telecom has done the impossible. There is a perfect season for SK Telecom.
Number 8. The Ultimate Underdogs. Taipei Assassins win the Season 2 World Championship. The Ultimate Underdogs. Considered by many to be one of the weakest teams at the event, and almost definitely the weakest of the regional champions, the Taipei Assassins shocked the world in Season 2 by defeating everyone to claim the throne as Season 2 World Champions. TPA's remarkable run included upset victories over the likes of the Mach Noon-led Najin Sword, projected champions Moscow 5, and the unbeatable Azubu Frost, culminating in a 3-1 series win in the Galen Center over Frost. Considered by many to be the greatest underdog story in League's history, TPA's Cinderella run showed everyone that you can never count a team out, and that in this game, the impossible is possible.
Not enough. There is no damage coming out from Azubu Frost. Taipei Assassins are doing it all. The shockwave. Full thing comes. Develop BB picks up a kill on Chase there. Shy goes down. Madlife getting skipped. Oriana picks up another kill. Taipei Assassins are the Season 2 World Champions. They picked up $1 million and the Summoners Cup. They are victorious.
Number 7. CLGEU vs Moscow 5. League's first true rivalry. When compiling this list, we found it very difficult to separate these two teams. The rivalry between CLGEU and Moscow 5 can be traced back to one game at DreamHack 2012, when the little-known team from Europe defeated their Russian counterparts in a 65-minute Rocky IV-esque game where they were down over 20,000 gold. Since that historic games, the teams clashed multiple times at various tournaments, always seeming to outdo each other, and never being separated by more than a hair. Whether it was CLGEU's patented take it to the late game, or Moscow 5's see hero kill hero strategy, this rivalry featured some of the most legendary players to ever play the game. With the likes of Snoopé, Genja, Yellow Pete, Darien, and now Crepo fading out of the scene, it's truly remarkable looking back just how lucky we were to see these two titans clash throughout Season 2.
There goes Darian, absolutely destroyed. Genja now is the target as well. They're going to dive towards Genja. Then the kick comes out on towards Genja. Headbutt, pulverized. Alex is now the target. That is wicked, picking up another kill. I cannot believe this is actually happening in front of me. Diamond Pro trying to get away from this one. Yellow Pete's just going to jump on his face any minute now. There we go. The shutdown comes in. The ace comes out from CLG. This is insane!
60 seconds spawn time. CLG gonna push this one through. In fact, they don't even care that those inhibitor turrets are focusing in them. The Nexus turret has already gone down. The second Nexus turret has come down. And CLG pull off the biggest comeback that we've ever seen in League of Legends at this level.
Amazing.
Absolutely insane. I cannot believe that that just happened.
Number 6. Bird is the word. Froggen and Anivia. Speaking of CLGEU, did you really think we wouldn't talk about Froggen? Froggen was, quite simply, the first player to dominate the game so heavily on a single champion to the point where it was his namesake. And of course, that champion was Mordekaiser. Wait, I mean Anivia! Joking aside, Froggen often forced teams to ban away the bird, and to this day is still able to play the Ice Bird and dominate if he feels like it. Despite Froggen's absolute mastery of the champion, we have to extend a shout out to Crepo, who boasts a 100% win rate on the champion in his competitive career. Froggen is the only player in League's history to display such mastery of a champion, and it is something that we should all greatly appreciate. Number 5. Insec, Madlife, Forellan Lord, Messiah. Plays named after players. Initially, we didn't anticipate lumping all these players together. However, we decided that it was for the best. Insec, Madlife, Forellan Lord, and Messiah all share a common trait. They all have a play named after them in League of Legends. Here's a quick primer on each. Madlife, quite simply, loves to hook people in League of Legends. Despite competing in the Season 2 World Finals with Azubu Frost, Madlife was not truly a household name until several highlights of his absurd mechanical ability on Thresh started to gain popularity. The term Madlife was soon used to refer to landing an out-of-this-world hook on a player. Whether it be Thresh, Blitzcrank, or even Nautilus, Madlife is the master of hooks. Welcome to Hook City. A Messiah is when you ult in as Twisted Fate, stun the enemy player with a gold card, and then instantly use Zhonya's Hourglass. Messiah made this play famous throughout his career, often using Twisted Fate to initiate team fights. Though this play is often imitated by many players, it has never been executed quite as eloquently and precisely as by its creator. Forellan Lord himself is often forgotten when people refer to someone landing a 3k ELO Shockwave. Forellan Lord was the highest rated player on the European West server during Seasons 2 and 3, with his most played champion being Orianna. After hitting a crucial 5-man Shockwave in Game 5 against Giants, Forellan Lord was able to propel Team Alternate into the LCS for the 2013 Summer Split. Whenever a player hits a massive Shockwave, you have this man to thank for the inspiration. The Insec might be the most popular play on this list for a few different reasons. One, because at the time of this play's creation, no one had the mechanical skill to effectively execute it, and two, it looks really, really cool. Performing an Insec is when, as Lee Sin, you land your Sonic Wave on an enemy champion, safeguard to a ward behind them mid-resonating strike, and use your ultimate to kick the player into your team to quickly secure a kill on a high-priority target. To this day, it remains a play that requires skill and is often failed by many, however feels so rewarding when executed correctly. Number 4. The game becomes a business. Chaos is kicked from Team Solo Mid. We promise that us here at TNP Gaming are not NA fanboys. However, it would be a crime if we didn't consider TSM replacing Chaos to be arguably the most iconic roster change ever. TSM's roster heading into the first split of LCS was the same roster that had dominated North America in Season 2. Dyrus, The Odd One, Reginald, Chaos, and Xpecial. At the time, TSM was easily the most popular team in North America, and each of their players was arguably the most popular in their role. During the Season 3 North American LCS Spring Split, TSM began to struggle mightily, causing Reginald to make a change. He benched Chaox, and the team subbed in Wild Turtle, eventually deciding to promote him to starting ADC and remove Chaox off of Team Solo Mid completely. This move opened up a harsh reality to everyone who followed competitive League of Legends. This sport was growing. It wasn't just about finding 4 friends and creating a team to play with anymore. It was about assembling a roster of the best talent available and treating the game as a full-time job. This one roster change was the catalyst in the West for this massive attitude shift, and its effects can still be felt to this day.
The truth is that if he just spent his full time streaming and creating content for people, he can just make one of the LCS players. And we want him to do well, but we just feel like he's not fit for the team.
After what happened, we're going to be choosing to go with Wild Turtle. And that means that you're off the team. What that means is you're gonna have to move out today, but we're gonna get you a flight to wherever you wanna go. And we're gonna help you with this process. Jack's gonna go into detail with you of what he can do for you.
I've always wanted to win Season 3. That will never change. I still want to work for the team. I think you guys will be good. Like, Turtle's good, Reggie's motivated, so. It's a lot to sort out. I like half expected this, but no, not half, like maybe 20%. But yeah. I think it's a more personal decision from Reggie, so just.
I don't know. I don't know, the way these things were turning out, one of you probably have to go.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry.
I guess are you leaving tonight?
Yeah.
Where?
Dude. No longer TSM, dude.
You understand why I'm sad now.
Yeah.
The girlfriend's not the only thing. Ask me anything. I'm gonna miss you, dude. Before the best friend.
Definitely stay in touch.
Number 3. The Season 3 World Championships. Riot sells out the Staples Center. The esports community always seems to want validation from the real world, and this is quite possibly the closest that we are ever going to get. Season 3 introduced us to the LCS, and saw a revamped format for the Season 3 World Championships. Throughout the season, we saw record numbers of viewers and live audiences throughout the world. Due to this support, Riot took a massive risk. They would use the Staples Center in Los Angeles, California, to host the Season 3 World Championship Grand Finals. This risk paid off big time as the finals sold out almost instantly. Fans were treated to an amazing event, capped off with SKT demolishing Royal Club 3-0 to be crowned the Season 3 World Champions. Despite the rout and less than stellar trophy presentation, the event still stands as Riot's biggest major venue in the West, and led to even bigger venues for future League of Legends events. Number 2. OGN Summer 2013. Fakers 1v1 vs Ryu. What was that? The most iconic words from one of the most iconic calls to ever happen. SK Telecom found themselves in Game 5 against the KT Rolster Bullets, both teams needing a single win to clinch the Grand Finals. With Game 5 going to Korea's classic blind pick mode, Faker found himself in a mirror matchup versus Ryu's Zed. Late in the game, we were treated to the single greatest outplay in League's history. I could tell you what happened, but quite frankly, I think you should just watch.
You have just Faker nightmares. You wake up in a cold sweat. You're like, Faker's behind me.
I know, right? I'm like, even though I only have a mat on the floor, I think he's in the bed. Oh, Faker maybe in trouble here. Deathmark tries to clean it up for Ryu. Oh, look at the cleanse. Look at the moves. Faker, what was that?
Faker with a huge play. The QSS.
I can't believe I just saw that.
Number 1. IEM Katowice. DXPeke. Was there ever any doubt? This moment is everything League of Legends is about. Loud crowds, insane outplays, and intense emotion. What separates the XPeke from other plays named after players is the magnitude and influence it had on the game. XPeke quickly went from another mid laner to household name, and to this day, it's a play that will never be forgotten.
You can see there's coming in there. Peke's desperately up towards the Nexus. Kevin is going to be able to go towards him. He's trying to do it, but meanwhile they're in the base. Yellowstar's trying to defend them in the base. Peke's trying to take the Nexus down. Is anyone going to be able to deal with this one? Catches him with another axe. He's very low on that. They're pushing on the Nexus to his Peke's back to back. I do not believe it. Peke's stuck in there. Catching it. Takes down the Nexus. But now he's going crazy. That game was amazing.
That was the best thing I have seen in the entire history of League of Legends. The skill that took there from Peke, the nerves, his hands must have been shaking. My God, it probably a burst blood vessels trying to do that there at the end. That was insane.
They were on both Nexuses. It was so back and forward. What a crazy game. You've got to take your hats off to these two teams.
Thanks for watching TNP Gaming's Top 10 Most Iconic Moments in League of Legends History. Thumbs up if you liked this video, thumbs down if you didn't, and don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you again in our next video real soon.
House with the blue little window and a blue Corvette, and everything is blue for him and himself and everybody around, 'cause he ain't got nobody to listen. I'm blue, I've been deed, I've been died, 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 I've been deed, I've been died. I'm blue, I've been deed, I've been died, 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 I've been deed, I've been died. I have a blue house with a blue window. Blue is the color of all that I wear. Blue are the streets and all the trees are blue. I have a girlfriend and she is so blue. Blue are the people here that walk around. Blue like my Corvette, it's any time. Blue are the words I say and what I think. Blue are the feelings that live inside me. I'm blue, I've been deed, I've been died, 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 I've been deed, I've been died. I'm blue, I've been deed, I've been died, I've been deed, I'm